volunteer for Ukrainian Army for 14 years, since 2014. Therefore, I'm taking this very personally, and I work really hard for the sanctions, for the support of our army. First of all, the reality of the European Union and Ukraine is so different. We have just a few days here of peaceful night, and tomorrow we are returning to hell of every day of hundreds of shaheds attacked and dozens of children dead every week or every month. I want to point out that, first of all, the nature of war changed drastically. We yesterday had a discussion about how for 7 years we discussed some pollution issues. You have a time to discuss, but we have a time till tomorrow to survive. And no one knows whether tomorrow we will be alive. So first of all, I ask you to speed up. We need it really much. It's not a question of Ukraine, because if we do not survive, you will be all the next. And who knows how we will do in this situation. Second, the speed of technology today. My volunteers I work with, they make FPV drones and they make radio electronic warfare devices to withstand Moscow drones. We change the characteristics every week, sometimes several times per week. So the more we elaborate on different approaches, we have to remember that tomorrow it will be totally different. And when we speak today about tanks, about weaponry of the 20th century, today's war is totally different. It's very quick. The danger is much closer than we expect. We have optic wire drones. They are already getting into 50 more kilometers into the territory with all the different equipment. They already attacked the peaceful cities that are far away from the borders. And you have to understand that with the Moscow Federation capabilities, they can attack any city that's nearby the Moscow border. And it could happen in the very near future. Shaheds, Moscow Shaheds, they are flying already on Ukrainian mobile phone cards, and some already appear to fly on EU countries' SIM cards. We have to take account into that, because that is also the question of the sanctions for something, I don't know, but we have to stop this. And also question of influence of Moscow social media, especially Telegram, and unfortunately supported by the Chinese TikTok, as they influence too much on the civil society point of view. They influence too much on the support of Ukraine, and they influence too much on the vision of Moscow Federation's presence in our area, in the European space. Unfortunately, they are trying to convince all the Europeans that sometimes we are corrupted, that we sometimes you are tired of Ukraine. But today we have a question. If Ukraine collapses, the war will go on. Moscow is getting ready for massive mobilization. Moscow is getting ready for massive attacks by Iran. Are we ready? Ukraine is ready to share technologies, experience, but we ask you to speed up and to understand the new reality of war. Thank you so much.